BCIT Magazine features news stories from around the Lower Mainland over the past week. Responsibility for the content of the show rests completely with the students and their BCIT instructors.
On BCIT Magazine, a BC MLA attempts to survive on welfare. An architect has designs of making the Vancouver housing market more affordable. And new funding is announced for social housing in Vancouver. Hello and welcome to BCIT Magazine's online edition. I'm Gurv Badh. Thousands of Vancouver residents survive only on welfare, and now one MLA will be seeing what it's like starting January 1st. He will have only $610 a month to cover all of his costs, including rent. Paul Albee reports.
Rising to the occasion, Surrey MLA Jagrut Brar has accepted Raise the Rates' challenge of living off the welfare rate of $610 for a month.
On this path, believing that through this challenge, I can gain a stronger understanding of the underlying causes of poverty and how poverty affects the lives of the people around us.
This isn't the first time an MLA has decided to do this, hoping to demonstrate that it's near impossible to live a healthy life while on welfare.
This is an image of my father 25 years ago. Bringing it up. 25 years ago, when he decided that he would take the challenge to live on welfare in the downtown east side because it was absolutely unacceptable and it was not doable to live a healthy life, and I say a healthy life, on welfare.
With over 180,000 people in BC living on welfare, poverty is not concentrated solely in the downtown east side.
This is happening across the province of British Columbia, in every community, in every single municipality.
Brar plans to embed himself with those on welfare and do as they do so he can better understand the issues in order to effectively present his findings to government.
I will meet with people living in poverty and on welfare, listening to their stories and share those stories with the people of British Columbia.
With the average rent in Vancouver being $300 more than the monthly welfare rate, Brar hopes his experiment will bring attention to poverty. Paul Albee in Surrey for BCIT Magazine.
Vancouver housing prices are among the highest in North America, but one local architect has designs of making the Vancouver housing market more affordable. He emphasizes energy efficiency, but it's his use of space that has people talking. Michael Popov has the story.
Making the best use of home space is becoming increasingly important. A local architect is thinking differently about the challenges to affordable living. Lucio Picciano has achieved urban renewal by creating 3 environmentally efficient homes. He's created a village using 2 city lots where there was once only urban decay and crime.
There was a lot of drug use, squatters, and even prostitution in this area. We felt that one project can actually spark urban renewal or revitalization.
Here in the Renfrew Heights neighborhood, $1 million gets you one of these Vancouver specials. For the exact same price, you can get a custom design built home that's designed to be every bit as efficient on the outside as it is on the inside.
We've come up with a way to give the most amount of green for your dollar. For instance, strategic placement of windows to get passive solar gain. Super insulate, so the houses are totally spray foamed.
The 3 homes use half the energy of houses twice the size. Special lighting and a central fireplace helps with the home's energy needs. But it's in the kitchen where innovation meets today's need for safety and efficiency.
So this cooktop cooks with a magnet. It doesn't use a flame or gas. And the nice thing about it is not only is it incredibly energy efficient, but it's heat safe, so you can turn it on, put your hand all over it. It only generates heat once the pot touches the magnet on top.
This style of building adds 10% to the cost of construction. By building a second home on just the one lot, all of a sudden innovation and efficiency are within reach. That in a housing market that is becoming harder and harder to afford. Michael Popove in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Just weeks after being re-elected, Vancouver's Mayor Gregor Robertson is pushing forward his agenda to end homelessness. Megan Roberts is on the scene as he announced new funding for the city's latest social housing project.
Millions of dollars of funding was announced for a housing project dedicated to people living with HIV/AIDS. The provincial and municipal governments teamed with the Bank of Montreal and Street to Home Foundation to create the new building. It will house people who are at risk of being homeless or already living on the streets.
It's fantastic to have a social housing project that recognizes the need of people who are living with HIV/AIDS, that they will have the proper supports and they can live long and healthy lives here in our city.
It is a special moment whenever we get to do this, and we get to do it as people in politics who get to come and stand here and make an announcement, but it really is all about the people that do the work behind the scenes.
Construction has started for the building at 1249 Howe Street. When completed in a couple years, it will provide over 100 homes. The 12-story building is one of 14 developments being built to combat homelessness in the city. Robertson is cautiously optimistic for the future.
So we've got, I think, good progress to celebrate. We need to be reminded that the work is nowhere near done.
Robertson says there are still too many people living on Vancouver's streets. He says projects like this new development bring the city closer to their goal of ending homelessness in 2015. Megan Robertson, Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Coming up after the break, 2 Vancouver women have started a cozy Christmas charity drive. And fresh off their Grey Cup win, the BC Lions reflect on their championship season.
They say if you want a wish to come true, never tell anyone. But there is one wish that can make the difference between life and death. And this wish can only come true if you tell someone. Please, let your family know you want to be an organ donor.
It's your chance to get ahead. Think about it. You'd come out on top too, man. You bust in, chop down a few trees, and get out. Nobody gets hurt.
Welcome back to BCIT Magazine. What you just saw there was the new trailer for a short film called Trees. I'm joined now by Brian Trinman, a television student at BCIT and director of the new short film Trees. Welcome, Brian. How's it going?
Good, Gurv. Thank you very much.
Good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the concept of Trees and what it's all about?
Trees is just a little short film produced here at BCIT about 2 Vancouver guys who live the daily hustle, living paycheck to paycheck, and they plan an elaborate scheme to rob a grow-op because grow-ops are rampant here in Vancouver, British Columbia. Yeah. And what's involved in the production of putting something like that together? It's pretty quite involved. There's a 10-member team. We're called Samajak Productions, and everyone plays a key role from writer to director of photography, audio, lighting, so it definitely prepares you for the real life. And how many people are involved in this whole project of yours? There's 10 people. There's probably too many for me to name. You might just cut me off. But we're called Samajak Productions. We actually, if you want to check out the website, it's www.treesthemovie.net. And we also have a Facebook page. It's to us, Samajak Productions. Excellent. And when is the film set to be released? And what's going to be the grand opening and everything? We're going to premiere it December 9th, right here at BCIT at the Tells Theatre. It's SE6, the building. And it's going to be a really great, time. Theater seating, like over 10 speakers, high definition projection. All right. And is there any admission, or is it free admission? It's totally free. Yeah, no. It's just come down, enjoy, see what we do here in the broadcast center, and yeah, we'd love your support. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Brian. 2 local women are doing their part to help the less fortunate this holiday season. They've started their own unique charity drive. Kaylee Ramsey has the story.
The ladies of Main Street Chiropractic are collecting something a bit different this Christmas. It's all for a cause near and dear to their hearts.
For the month of November and December, we're collecting donations of new pajamas. We partnered with the Salvation Army to donate them to people in need for Christmas.
We thought it would be nice to give back to the community. And it's always been, I have a lot of chiropractors in my family, and it's always been tradition for us around Christmas time to do something for charity. We've been gathering pajamas, brand new pajamas, from our patients and new patients that are coming in. You know, for us, we don't even think twice about putting our pajamas on at night, and there's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity. They don't have especially a brand new pair of, you know, cozy pajamas. So we just thought it was something nice and special.
With help from the Salvation Army, the pajamas will go to a number of local women's shelters. Major Ken Ritson says the Salvation Army is ecstatic about the new partnership.
Well, we're excited about this new partnership because it's pajamas. It's pajamas for women, pajamas for young girls, pajamas for teenage girls. And it's a new project, something we haven't done. And I've been told that they're going to try and raise 250 pairs of pajamas, which is, we're always looking for gifts for older teens and young women. And that's a very appropriate gift.
We just really want everybody to have a warm, secure Christmas. And I know that it's something different that people aren't really used to, the pajama drive, but it's something that you realize that this is a luxury for some people to have new pajamas. So we want everyone to have some. Yeah.
They will be collecting pajama donations at Main Street Chiropractic until December 16th. Kaylee Ramsey in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
The BC Lions are Grey Cup champions for a 6th time, and as Mark Staling found out, the team was still in a joyous mood the day after the big win.
24 hours after raising the Grey Cup, and the celebrations continue for the BC Lions. On Monday, the team reflected on a season for the ages.
This is one of the most special teams I've ever seen or even been on. Just the way we played together, stuck together through thick and thin. And it was definitely through thick and thin. So it's a great feeling to know that we accomplished our goal.
You know, it felt like it was us against the world at times, or especially early on the season, and you know, we just caught a spark and we kept riding with this. So 2011 Grey Cup, you know, champs is something that the common denominator that will always link us together forever.
Sunday's victory was all the more special considering the Leos' 1-6 start to the season. And Coach Wally Buono joins an elite group of CFL coaches with 5 Grey Cup wins, but isn't revealing his plans for the future just yet.
I mean, football is something that is in my blood, and I've been doing this now for close to 40 years. So, you know, I feel that, you know, as much as the decision is going to be difficult either way, it's got to be made for the right reasons.
Roster changes are a given in the off-season, but for now, it's time for the players to recover from the after-party.
It was good. We had a blast, and everybody had a good time. We still are, as you can see.
Did you get any sleep last night?
No, not at all.
Staying here from the job?
No. Was at home sleeping with my wife. I got in about 4, stumbled in about 4, and you know, drunk a Sprite and came on to the facility.
I haven't been asleep, man, because it's just surreal, man, and it's a beautiful feeling. It's an amazing feeling to wake up as a champion.
The season started as a nightmare for the BC Lions, but it ends as a dream as they're the 2011 Grey Cup champs. Looking into the offseason, there's a few possible retirements with guys like Brent Johnson and Angus Reid perhaps moving on. And of course, Wally Buono. We'll have to wait and see if he's going to stay on as both GM and coach or decide to move on to just be in the front office. Mark Staling in Surrey for BCIT Magazine.
And opera fans are in for a big treat. An opera about former Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney is set to hit the small screen. The film is set to air on January 2nd. If you have any questions or comments regarding this program, please visit us online at bcitbroadcastnews.ca or bcit-broadcast.com. That's today's BCIT Magazine online edition. I'm Gurv Badh, and we'll leave you today with a shot of Christmas trees, big and small, being unloaded for the holiday season. We'll have more on that in the next edition of BCIT Magazine. Thanks for watching.